Okay, we're here with Jasmine and Eddie from Tempers. We're not far from Brussels. I think it's your first concert of your European tour.
Yeah.
And my first question will be, what about Tempers? How did you choose this name?
There we go.
Okay. Well, I guess the music is quite emotional, and I think Tempers reflects a wide palette of feeling. So, in a broad sense, it depicts the nature of the sound. Anything you want to add to that?
So it's the word temper in the meaning of feeling.
So tempers is like to have a temper is to kind of have a rage or something.
Yeah.
But then you could also say temper sounds like the word tempest. So it can be a storm, or it could also be temperance. To be temperate.
To be moderate.
To be moderate, exactly. So I feel like temper is the music is about feeling. So it is about just expressing maybe things that you would be afraid to articulate, that you would want to hear in music. So, yeah.
There's also sort of there's always an ambiguous feeling in a lot of our songs between warmth and cold, and I think that takes the other sense of tempers, which is sort of a restraint or limitation. Temper your expectations.
And you've released, I think, 2 singles or 3. The last one is very recent.
Very recently, a new one, yeah.
So the first one, Eyes Wide Wider.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second, Strange Harvest.
Yeah.
With an acoustic version.
Yeah.
And you did a video, so I think, for Eyes Wide Wider.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
How did you organize that? Who did it?
So basically, we our first show that we played at this art festival, and the woman who curated it liked our performance, and she asked to do a music video. And I'd been studying pole dancing for about 3 years, and I wanted to do a music video where I pole danced, but not in a kind of conventional,
looked like a strip show.
Yeah, I didn't want it to look like that. I wanted it to be something that was
artistic.
Artistic and beautiful and empowering and kind of crazy. So we had this idea that I should pole dance in a waterfall.
Yeah.
So
that was sort of a dream of an image that you had in your head.
So it was actually the director had this idea, which I thought was really great because I wanted to do something completely unconventional and so she found a waterfall, and we rented a freestanding pole, and we climbed to the waterfall at 6 a.m. and set it up and put dry ice in the water and had fog machines, and I somehow managed to pole dance in a waterfall. And then we kind of set up in other locations, on the top of this kind of mountain.
Yeah.
It took a lot of work, bringing all the equipment. It was only only 4 of us or 5 of us.
I was really in the wild then.
Yeah. And then we filmed it on high 8,
That's great.
Yeah.
And as a visual artist, you give a lot of importance to the image.
To the aesthetics, I think it's really important. I think that the sound is very visual, and I think it creates a world. And so if you can complete the world by having all of the the visual the music video and just the atmosphere of the show that reflect the world of the sound, then it makes a complete experience.
Do you think about compositions in a visual way, or how did you?
I think again it's very intuitive in the same way songwriting is. So I'll just have a vision. We'll have a vision of we'll just sort of see we'll have a vision of what seems right. Yeah.
And do you usually start with the music, or I think you start with the music and then you...
We've gone both ways. I mean, some of our songs, she's written vocal melodies on her own and lyrics, and then we'll sort of make a song around it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll just work on the music together, and then she'll do vocals.
So sometimes we'll
Do you play an instrument?
Yeah, I do. I play guitar, I play keyboards and bass. We write together, so we'll improvise together. Live I just sing because I...
Yeah, you want to be free.
I want to
for
be
your
free,
movements.
exactly.
Which I think is good.
Yeah, but when we're writing, we write together, and the sound very much comes from this creative alchemy that we have, just as people. We just have a really amazing creative connection. So there's this telepathic understanding on this kind of sound that we want to arrive at, or also just this kind of transmission of energy that we want that feels powerful and interesting. And you know, it's, you know, we'll be writing and then suddenly we'll like, something will overtake us and we'll have this like stirring spark and we're like, okay, this is it, you know? So we only ever will move forward with the song if we have that kind of rushed feeling that like we've created something that's like greater than the sum of its parts, you know?
And yeah, you're very complementary, I suppose. I think you're a little bit like the yin and the yang, probably.
Yeah.
I suppose that you're more the shoegaze aspect, guitar and
actually
energy.
not really.
No, I'm definitely the
Oh yeah, it's really mixed, completely mixed.
Yeah.
Even though I'm playing it,
it's
kind of like I'm channeling you.
I probably wrote all of the dark aspect, or like the more like melancholy.
I was going to say
not the melancholy, but like the
powerful
dissonance.
The dissonance.
The dissonance.
The dissonance.
Yeah. I think that's you.
Yeah.
What do you mean by the dissonance?
Well, there's sort of like the elements that are a little bit more difficult or a little bit more
not out of tune.
Dangerous? No, not out of tune, but like
more edgy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's always this feeling of like, I always have the word subversive.
Yeah.
Like I want it to sound subversive, and if it doesn't sound subversive, then I'm not happy, you know? So I guess the word subversive has a specific kind of feeling in my body. So when we're playing and what we're doing has that feeling, then I'm just like, yes.
Great.
But I'm not happy unless like it kind of
it must trigger
it has
something.
To really, trigger something. Yeah.
That's why you like the Swans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How did you choose this cover? Which is really, really great. Somebody said you made this song of the Swans danceable. So it's definitely going to be on one of my my playlists as a DJ.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, Jasmine had been to a show.
Oh yeah, so I went to a show and
yeah.
I saw them and I was so blown away. Like
it's crazy on stage.
It was just really unbelievable, and I was, you know, it makes you remember what music is about, and you know, it was just like, wow, it's really kind of this like shamanic experience. And I couldn't function for about 2 weeks afterwards. I was just like, oh my god. And so I just, you know, thought it would be a really good idea. It was Eddie's idea actually, because I had been talking to him so much about it,
and then we started listening to it when we were doing a photo shoot.
Yeah, we did a photo shoot shortly after, and I was telling the photographer how much I love this show, and so he was like, oh, I'll put on Swans. And then Killing for Company came on, and we were like, oh my god, wow, we should cover that.
And the way you play it really sounds like one of your tracks.
Right.
Which means you really have adapted it to your own style,
which
is great.
Yeah,
it was very natural. It wasn't like
no, we did it.
And the harmonies at the end is difficult.
Yes.
It's a lot of work, I suppose. All the vocal harmonies.
Yeah, but it came together very fast.
Yeah.
I think we did it in 2 days or something. It was like, because again, it was just fueled by the excitement of like the performance, you know.
Yeah. And what about Belgium? Because we're in Belgium right now. I saw in one of your mixes that you selected Front 242 and Trisomy 21.
Yes.
Who did that?
We did. Well, we chose some of the songs. I put it together, but I chose those 2 songs at least. But I really like a lot of the sort of 80s Belgian music, new beat, and on some of the more industrial bands. I saw you had a Front 242 sweatshirt on.
Do you have other names that you're thinking of? Do you know?
Skinny Puppy Belgian?
No, it's not Belgian. They're Canadian. Snowy Red, you know them? No, never heard? Yeah. The Clinic.
The Clinic, yeah.
Neon Judgment.
Yes, Neon Judgment. Fashion Party. Right?
Fashion Party. Yeah. Did you see you have to see the movie The Sound of Belgium. It's just been released right now. I think it's on YouTube somewhere. It's a great movie about the evolution of electronic music in Belgium.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
It was also really influenced by like Carl Craig a lot.
Sorry?
Carl Craig is a house producer who spent a lot of time in Belgium in the 80s. The Detroit techno house guy. And I really like him, and so I listened to a lot of the music that he was influenced by. So
And if you have to choose one album that is your main influence, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, I guess it would have to be like Nirvana.
Really?
Yeah.
And Leonard Cohen.
Yeah, I guess like Nirvana, Leonard Cohen.
That's a tricky question.
Yeah. I know.
Let's start with Eddie then, and we come back to you.
You know, an album that really influenced me was the Kraftwerk album, The Mix, which is like a later remix album where they reworked a lot of their songs.
Yeah, Radioactivity remix is great.
Or a lot of them are they've sort of updated them for. I guess it was in the early '90s they released it, and the way that they updated most of the songs, it's sort of like it deepened a lot of them, I think. And it's not a very popular album, I don't think, for most people. But
which one?
The Mix.
Oh yeah.
So, I like the way there's a really solid low end. I think this is something that we try to build into our music. There's like a really stable, solid low end, and then everything else that's happening on top is sort of more musical, more melodic, and it's. Yeah, that was one of the first electronic music albums that I ever listened to, and that was a really influential.
That's a good reference.
Yeah.
Did you think of another? No.
No. I guess like Joy Division.
Of course.
I listened to that album when I was 17, and it really blew my mind.
Yeah.
And then with Nirvana, I'd probably say like I really love Bleach, actually.
Sorry?
Bleach, their first album.
Oh yeah.
And then Leonard Cohen, like Songs of Love and Hate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and you played, I think, a number of unreleased songs tonight.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You have to give me the set list because. So the next album will be released beginning of next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
Yeah, we have almost all the songs, and we're just sort of tying them together. We've been writing them over a longer period of time, so there's a certain element of like making sure they all live in the same world.
Yeah,
which is satisfying.
The order of the songs. Do you think it's gonna have some conceptual aspects? Are there things that sort of link the songs to each other?
I think it's gonna be pretty instinctual. I mean, like everything else, I think it will sort of like.
Do you have a title already?
No. Oh, yes, but we don't want to talk about it.
Working titles.
We have a working title, but we don't want to say it. Yeah. But one thing also that we're doing is, so we did like an acoustic B-side to Strange Harvest, so there are going to be more acoustic songs on it too.
Really? Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Because, again, it's like, I guess just this idea of communicating an energy, and like, I guess the like sort of synth, post-punk or whatever is a form for that, but also I think that energy can be communicated through other musical genres too that are equally as provocative and
that we're both influenced by.
So I guess again it's like genre isn't important to us.
No,
it's really more about communicating an idea. So I think that having some like just more acoustic folk songs to counterbalance the electronic just makes a more interesting album, and it's going to be an aspect of it. Yeah.
Okay, it's a very expected album.
Yeah,
we're
really
looking forward to it.
Yeah, we are too.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you.
And good luck for the future.
Thanks.
Thank you.